Welcome back, everyone. You're probably either noticing the weird lines and boxes everywhere, or you're noticing the lack of texture pack that I have on right now, and that's because I have a mod installed right now that's showing me the spawn chunks. The spawn chunks are that red line. Those are slime chunks. I don't really care about those. What I'm interested in right now is the spawn chunk, because I'm essentially making it so that passive mobs no longer spawn in the spawn chunks. And how I'm going to do that is I'm going to jump stack all the way up to the height limit, and then I'm going to build a little cage and fill it with chickens. So I have a crap ton of eggs, some seeds to feed some of the chicken. I probably don't have enough eggs to get all four. Basically, I'm building a 3x3 little box to put chickens in, and I'm building one in each corner, filling it with 10 chickens. That way, no matter where I am, if I'm within range of the spawn chunks, no passive mobs can spawn, because the passive mob limit is 10, I believe, though I could be very wrong. So I'm gonna get a box full of chickens and then I'll be back. So you can see I've actually built this a little bit outside the spawn chunks. So right now I'm in the spawn chunks. This is out of it. I built them a little bit outside because the spawn chunks always stay loaded. So the reason I want no passive mobs in the spawn chunks is because if I have passive mobs in the spawn chunks, then I will never be able to use my passive mob farm, because there will always be mobs loaded in the world. Whereas these mobs, as soon as I leave the general area, they'll not be loaded, and so in the game's eyes they don't exist. So my passive mob farm can work perfectly fine. But when I'm standing here, obviously they're loaded, they clearly exist, so no mobs can spawn because these guys are filling up the mob cap. So that's why I'm doing this. So I got 4 more chicken boxes to fill in. I'm actually gonna AFK here until they grow up and give me a lot of eggs, because I need more eggs. We've gotten the 4th chicken pen set up. You can see they're still baby chickens. There's the first one, the second one, and the third one's over there. You can barely see it because of the background, but it's there. And you can actually get a good view of the spawn. So obviously the spawn is pretty much outlined by these boxes. So in cases this is where I originally wanted to set up base, but now I'm thinking I want to do it over there. But yeah, all in all, it's very cool terrain. We'll see if we can fly around before we cut to the animal mob farm. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and we'll see if it's working. Alright guys, we're about to see if all my efforts in the spawn chunks worked. And god dang it, it's raining again. Oh, it rains so much in this world. But anyway, I want to quickly address something. The first part of this video, so the part before this part, was recorded with one program, and all the parts after this are going to be recorded with another program. One of them's Shadowplay, NVIDIA Shadowplay, the other one's OBS. So go ahead and tell me which half is higher quality. And I'm not going to tell you which one was which, because I want this to kind of be like a little bit of a blind test. So yeah. Nothing has spawned here yet, but passive mobs take a little bit to spawn, as we covered in the previous video. It should take about 20 seconds at most.
A few moments later.
It's been a minute. Not like a minute as in 60 seconds. I don't know how long it's been specifically, but it's been some time. I will say I've already prepped the surrounding islands to not have grass on it, Yeah, this isn't too promising, as it's been 30 seconds. So I gotta figure something out.
One eternity later.
We finally got this back working again. What it was, I guess somehow, like, the spawn chunks were off. So what I ended up doing is I moved the chicken pens 2 chunks away from where they were. And now you can see there's mobs spawning. That being said, when I was in my test world, which basically the way I figured all this out, I installed the carpet mod by NemBombNC, and then I loaded up this world into a server, messed around in creative on it, figuring stuff out, and then once I figured out the solution, I came here, did it all in survival. I also figured out, like, I need some glass panes right there. I don't have any on me, but in the corners right here, because, well, I'll just go ahead and you can see all these, the water will flow to here. So on this floor I need it to flow to here. So to make it flow 2 blocks farther, I can just place some glass panes here, and that'll be a temporary, or not temporary, fix. That'll get it in working order. Then I have to just finish the collection system, and that's probably what I'm going to do in today's episode. I was planning on doing something else, but oh well, stuff came up. I've been working on this for like 6 hours now. You can probably tell by my voice. I've recently eaten. It's been a long day. I'm gonna work on this. See you after the next cut. Alright guys, I've done some minor things to this farm. Let's see if I can not take fall damage here. So you can see these portals lit, and I've actually synced them up with a portal in the nether. Not sure how I'm gonna show this, but yeah. So horses are pretty much the only thing we want from this. So yeah, horses come through here, I kill everything else, and keep the horses. Simple as that. And I should have showed it while I was in the nether. I've also added a portal to the upper area, so I don't always have to come through a portal infested with sheep. Where'd he go? I guess he fell down on the other side. Yeah, the other portal's just directly above this one. So this one works. It takes me out to the water. I kinda like to move the portal over to where like the water part of the village is, just because like it's kind of where everything is. But for right now it's over here, it works, whatever. So that's that. There's actually a lot of mobs there. This thing really works. By the way, I don't think I ever showed this, but I've prepped this island entirely. I just walked around with a hoe and hoed everywhere. I don't think hoed is a verb, but you know what I mean. And then I think there was one other island with grass on it within range, and I think it was that one, which I did the same thing to. And evidently I did a good job, because no grass is spread back. Knock on wood. So yep. Okay guys, so it turns out this has actually been a pretty short episode, so I figure we can do a little bit more in this episode. So we're gonna do a little bit of exploring of the general area. By the way, those are the chicken boxes. You can see that's where the original one was. I left 1 block of glass just to mark where the spawn chunks supposedly are, and that's where the chickens would be if they rendered. And this is pretty much our skeleton farm. That's the entrance to it. It's not very like fancy or anything. So we're just gonna run over to here. I'm actually planning on building another portal over there because the one that we built originally did not sync properly. I don't know if this one will, but it's worth a try. Elytra are very nice. Although it sucks how they interact with like flowing water. I don't think I want to climb up this way. I don't want to look at those guys. Because climbing up that way would take a lot of climbing through water. And that's going to be tedious. This other way is probably going to be longer, but you know, whatever. So also what I'm looking for is a place to build an iron farm that will either be next episode or the episode after that, depending on how big of a project I plan on it being. I think next episode may be a wither farm, and maybe I'll try and get a beacon, because that'll make making an iron farm easier. But for the iron farm design, I'm thinking I'm just going to use JL Sum's old like village farm design with just one village. I was probably going to use Tango Text design, but you know, designs like that, they're very, very precise. They break in pretty much every update, and you know, I don't need that much iron. Like, and I'm building in the spawn chunk, so I don't need a resetting design, and it's always going to be active, yada yada yada. So yeah, you can see there's some pretty cool terrain around here. This is one of the reasons I chose this seed. I probably looked at seeds for like a month straight manually. I didn't use any like crazy thing, although I did only look at ones with quad witch huts, but turns out we haven't utilized it too much yet. I'd like to still. It's just my design's gonna take some heavy modifying to make it work. By the way, I have like a thing against destroying the natural generation. That's why I always do like crazy extra parkour stuff. But it's a good way to get like decent at parkour. So this is where our like area is gonna be. I actually need like a fairly big place to build a kind of like house, I guess. Oh no, I need to design stuff around that. Currently I've just been designing like builds around a flat wall in a creative flat world, so that's not really effective. I don't know how we're gonna get up there. I know there's a way if I go around here. Yeah, I think over here there's like a smooth slope up. Sorry, I just ate, and like, you know when you eat and you have to clear your throat a lot? Yeah. The downside of like, ooh, ooh. You couldn't have burned to death any sooner. The downside of recording at like 1:17. So yeah, I'm thinking the nether portal is probably gonna go up top, because my plan for like designing this whole place is, I guess it's kind of gonna be like there wasn't like, I don't know, there's gonna be some kind of like lore around it. Not like actual lore, it's just gonna be like a design theme around it. So we gotta find a cool place for another portal. Granted, anywhere we put the nether portal is probably gonna be temporary. I actually haven't explored like the ground too much around here. This is fascinating. He almost blended in. That's really cool. Maybe that would be a good place for another portal. Also over there, looks kind of cool. I do know there's like a cave, probably like right around there, that connects to the big hole that we're gonna be living in. That makes it sound real fancy. So one of the reasons I wanted to do like actual commentary here is so that I could talk about like the future of this series. And that's because like I'm going away to my second semester of college, kinda. No idea why that guy blew up, but whatever. And like this is the first time I'm actually physically going away for college, because I just did a semester at community college before. That's just brilliant. So, you know, I'm gonna be living in a dorm. I probably won't be able to record much, if at all. Like maybe Fridays will be my only day to record. Even then, like I doubt that, because I don't have Friday classes. I'm pretty sure my roommate does though, and like I don't want to record when people are around, because that's really fucking awkward. So yeah, I don't know what's gonna go on with that. I'm actually totally lost right now. I think this is, yeah, this is probably the underside. Let me show you just around the spawn what. Actually, nah, let's stick to where we're gonna live. So like, this is probably gonna slow down to a crawl in terms of production. So just like, I don't know, keep that in mind, I guess. Or like try to not hold it against me. I think I might be getting an apartment the second semester in the year, but third semester that I'm at college. If that I don't know. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense what I did at community college, but you know, that's how life goes. I'll just what do I do? This is such a janky portal. I might just upload like clips of TF2 and whatnot, because I'm trying to get into. Oh, God dang it. Let's see if this links up. Probably not. Hold on, I could probably build one that's above this and it'd sync up. But yeah, so I'll probably post like clips of TF2 and whatnot, because I'm trying to get into ESEA. Although again, like I'm gonna be busy on the weekends, so not sure how ESEA would work out. It'd probably be like the winter semester if I did that, but I'll still be playing TF2. I've kind of moved on past Paladins, you know. It's kind of whatever now. So, yep. I'm gonna try actually syncing up these portals. It says I've been recording for 9 minutes. Probably won't edit a lot of this. So, let me know. Do you think I should like make a different channel for like other stuff, and this should strictly be Minecraft, or what? You know? Because I actually have a different account, like Steam account, to play ESEA on now, because you know, my original account got VAC banned. Not from TF2, but it just got VAC banned, and ESEA doesn't allow you to compete with a VAC ban on, well, it doesn't allow you to create an account if you have a VAC ban. So they recommend making a new account, and I've checked, it's not considered like ban dodging or ban bypassing or whatever the fuck they call it. So yeah, thanks for watching. Sorry for this little bit of an unorthodox episode. Hopefully next episode will be like more on track towards a specific project. So yeah, I'm out. Later.